Okay. Oh, had that doubled, my bad. Probably while you were asleep, yeah. I'll be real, I don't even remember what I was doing. Oh yeah, so it's summertime now. And I decided to use the sprinklers and basically not have to worry. All my tools are copper now. The trash can's silver. I was able to upgrade to get bobbers. Sorry. My throat's a little scratchy, but that's just because I finished eating not too long ago. It was a roast beef and cheddar sandwich. Slightly toasted, yes. It's very possible. Nice. So I need 400 gold. Or 4,000, not 400. I can do that. I don't need a well. Ooh, silo, that could be useful. because that auto feeds the critters. Oh, fishing pond. Yes, that's useful. Cabin, that's for friends. Slime hutch. Another shipping bin. That might be useful later. Okay, so first thing I'm gonna worry about is a silo. Need 50 clay and 5 copper bars. I mean that or I get the barn first, it doesn't matter either way. Or not barn, the... whatever. Coop. Ah, fuck it. We just keep going down. I'm more curious about what I can get money-wise going down. Like I said, it's not like I'm in a rush, this is just my chill, whatever streams. Things to donate to that guy in the museum. And then when I donate things to the museum, he gives me that key to the slime, like the area that had like the sewage waste dripping out of it. And then that's where that guy lives. And then I have to get max hearts with him and give him a seashell thing. That usually is for marriage. At least I think I have to give him the seesaw. Don't actually know. But, I still find that absurd. I've had 120 people at some point just view this place. I find it even more absurd that half of you people have stuck around. Ooh. These have 3 defense, 3 immunity. Yes, because the only defense they give you is boots. It's a really weird choice that the boots are what gives defense, but they are. I think this is where it gets down to gold levels. Yep, this is gold. No. Hats are accessories, jackets are just that, and pants is pants. So these 3 are cosmetic, these are your useful things. Boots is your armor, and you get rings that give you status effects. Now's the dangerous times. I mean, I imagine they're like farmer's boots. Well, no, these are... well, I guess these don't say they're Firewalker boots, but these are Tundra boots. So these are like those boots that you see with the fuzz on the sides of them. If you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, I don't think so. Imagine being oh, you're alive. But imagine being a slime with all this, like, ability to, well, be a slime, and you can't even squeeze past grass. Right. This is also when random geodes. Ah, shit, I don't have the. I do, I have the mushroom. You're a slime, you don't have organs. But this is when I get the Omni geodes, which are very useful to me. It's the little guy. Look at him go. Look at him go. Ah, he can move past my sword. Oh hey, Void Essence. I'll leave it at that. I don't need grass. Down here. I gotta watch my health. I have no food, do I? No. Well, I tried. I got new stuff. I can donate some of it to the museum, and I have plenty of geodes to bust open tomorrow. Well, I have no choice. I donate, I get rewards, and then, you know. Oh yeah, is there a ring I can craft? Not till later. I also gotta look up what that void guy likes. I mean, they still consider it donating to Goodwill, even though Goodwill then goes and sells what you donate. So is it really donating, or is it just giving free shit to a company that makes profit off of you? Yeah, but I guess you have a point. Shit, I have a lot of things I can donate to Gunther. Okay, let's see. I have a lot of gold, which can go over here. This is a Gunther, can tell me Gunther. These are to make. This is a Gunther. Okay, all of this in the bottom row is good. Man, now I need that backpack upgrade. If I do it once, I should be fine. Then hopefully I get a hit. Good enough. I can eat that. Oh, that sound tricked me. I wasn't actually looking and paying attention. That's on me. Donate the fish. Crying Wolf is with us in spirit of the cat. I can't expect everyone to be here all the time. Especially when I don't make it known. Right, they're summoned by violence. Yeah, I have. Is it 6? I have 6 iridium fish. That's what I was doing. I need 3 more before a certain date. And I forget what that date is. Trust me, it happens. My latest art piece was, plus, the good thing about these mushrooms, I can make a passive income. I gotta remember to see if 7TV will ever let me upload an emote again, or if I'm stuck in forever no purgatory. Was that not this month? I could have sworn it was this month. That's just donating food, isn't it? I gotta look that up. What month that is. Sorry, what? Did something happen with stream? Or did I say something and completely not pay attention to what I said? Oh, 'cause it says that it, the site is updating or whatever. I was able to upload one emote before it just didn't let me upload anymore. It honestly feels like it. I don't even know what fish I have. I'll have to look for this Luai, whatever. They will, but I don't think this is one of those cases. I could be wrong. Now, if this doesn't get me that stuff... Yeah, but 7TV is not exactly something Twitch has a say in. Ooh, that's useful. Like, yes, they have a say in the integration, but it's not owned or operated by Twitch. Or Amazon, for that matter. Now I have loads of donations. Put you in the green corner. Put you in the yellow corner. Put you in the yellow corner. Put you in the... Okay, I'm going to have to move the white corner over here and put the red corner... Pink is like a red. No, there's a pink corner over here. I got 2 rewards. Got a stone. And I got a painting. You already have a doll, right? Alright, alright. Take care of what you gotta take care of. You know what they say about devils? Speak of them and they'll arrive. My finest violent soldier. Oh shit, I have too much stuff. I gotta go back home. It astounds me how you watch me, like, I don't even have the highest quality, but I appreciate it nonetheless. To be fair, Stardew's not a high quality, high-end game. It can run at 360 and look the same as if it's at 4K. I don't have the ability to take it to the other extreme. Well, if you have that type of cash, feel free, buddy. I do not have fiber internet. Okay, now I need to look at this list. Okay, so good get to Gilder. So I have flounders and red mullets. Okay, I'm good then. I have what I need. I mean, I assumed... I feel like the pixels will look the same. But you know, I assumed iridium quality fish were high enough. Oh, I have peppers. You know what, let me make another chest. Not with that, I need. But you know. I know I'll need 1 pepper, and I'll probably need the 1 hay. These 4 seeds are for tree farms. Take Mom's cookies out of there. Oh, I can process the frozen geodes before he closes. Save Mom's cookies for a rainy day. Peppers. And the gold finished. Those chests are airtight. If anything, it's crunchy cookies. Nothing a wet paper towel in a microwave won't fix. Depends, honestly, on the, like, type of cookie. Because, like, straight up regular chocolate chip, I would say soft is better. But at the same time, some brands, their bread just tastes... Because some brands, their bread just tastes, like, better. Like, their cookie dough bread tastes better when it's like kind of hard. Like I said, it depends on the cookie. Damn you, special fish. See, I'm good at getting these things. Well, see, it all depends. Now, if you're talking like a cup of ice cream and you have a cookie fresh out of the, yeah, some ice cream and you have a cookie like fresh out of the oven. Now we're talking. Pop that cookie into the ice cream and just smash it up, mix it around, and it is good. I don't really consider health drawbacks most of the time when thinking about stuff. Like, I know I should, but I also work out relatively often. And especially with streaming, I am drinking hellaciously more water. So it should be fine, right? Probably. Look, it has been a week. I have dealt with acid and machines and all sorts of other crap. Nope, I don't care about that treasure chest, I can get perfect. Right, saving. Hey, Mither, nice to see you. Hope the gin tasted good. Hey, the shout-out has been fixed. That's great to hear. Oh. Was it up to the VTuber standard? Fish, you went from one extreme to the other. Oh. That is not a flavor pairing I hear often. Hey, that's good, they know their stuff. Just kind of chilling, fishing. Nothing too crazy. Exactly. And the more iridium fish I get, the less I have to worry, because once I have 9 iridium fish, then I know for a fact I'm good for the fall festival. 10 fish, and I'll be good for the fall festival and the luai. I don't know what this fish is, but it is losing its mind, and I'm probably gonna lose it. Yep, I'm lost it. So, iridium is the highest quality of fish, and there's a luai festival where you have to put food ingredients inside of the stew. And if you put an iridium quality, like say this red mullet, if I put that in the soup, then I get 60 friendship points with every character that was at the Luai. So it'd be as if I gave a gift and bumped up a heart for everyone. It is. They have a few broken things where they do that. There's the Luai, then there's Christmas, where you're given a random villager that you're told in advance this is your secret Santa. So you give them a gift, and if it's a gift they love, then it gives 2 hearts instead of the usual 1 heart it would give. And I haven't really been focused on doing much for the villagers, so it'll help in doing stuff like that. I basically said hi to everyone, and I don't like this fish. Okay, I'm just gonna let you go. I don't like you. I'm not even anyone's neighbor, technically. My farm is, like, connected to the town, but it's not really a neighbor. Man, it does sound nice, though. Just, like, effing off to your farm. Oh, you were the special fish. Yeah, that's one of 4 or 5 special fish. This one you can get over here only in the summer. The one I thought when we were in this thunderstorm yesterday only happens during springtime when it's raining. Oh shit, what can I get rid of? Seaweed's not that useful. But I think I have to end fishing in the ocean for the night. I have too many fish to keep going here. Because now I have... Oh no, I think that's 8. So that means I have all 9 I need. But 1 more for the Luai wouldn't hurt. Red mullet, halibut, flounder. Yeah, I think... Keyword think, I don't know, but I'm pretty sure you can't get iridium quality fish in your river house because they didn't want it to be overly busted. Like, it's already pretty busted. You can get fish that are worth like 100, 200 a piece in your river farm. Yes. No, I have not been polluting the water. If anything, I'm reversing the pollution of the water from the amount of garbage I'm pulling out. Right, a charitable stunt. I do find it funny, actually giving water to your pet does, like, next to nothing if you just pet them. See, like, I got 156 gold off of one fish I could fish out, but out of... Actually, no, that's not really that big of an increase. So I guess it doesn't matter too much. Hello? Okay, sure, PS4. I thought I disabled updates. That box is an update screen, but I could have sworn I disabled updates while playing games. Oh well, I'll have to look in the PS4 settings later. And now I don't have to water anything ever again. I can put one radish up and put the rest in there. But everything else is its own thing. Dang, it's all common mushrooms. Well, so many early civilizations lived near rivers because rivers were fresh water that you could drink, that you could bathe in, where the water wouldn't even be contaminated from you bathing unless you're directly drinking. Yes, also that they could plant next to the rivers and wouldn't have to water their plants. So it was... Or they could dig holes that would divert the water all around. Because I know that was done a lot in agriculture. Basically, rivers were great for drinking, bathing, and agriculture. Aqueducts are just rivers, but man-made. Hell, if I lived near a river, I'd build an aqueduct myself. Legal or not considered legal. Ooh, okay, that's only 10k. I really could get that. I don't think it's actually illegal. I mean, that's one way to do it. I'm actually wondering about that. Can you legally make an aqueduct? Because I don't see what the legal ramifications would actually be unless they try and say you're damaging the ecosystem somehow. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They might say you're damaging the ecosystem. Yeah, they might. Depends. Because, like you said, if it's someone else's land, but then that requires zoning rights and everything, and it's a whole mess. And if it's not, then it becomes a way different issue. Oh well, I wouldn't stress thinking too much about it. Not like I'm ever gonna actually have the ability for that. God dang you, legendary fish. I need like fishing level 10. Or just to say screw it and spend my 75,000. Because then I can buy bobbers. Not happening. Bro, it amazes me how resistant, like speaking of catfishes, how resistant some animals are and how much they thrive thanks to dang nuclear radiation. Like, have you heard about the catfish in Chernobyl? They're literally growing massive because hawks can't even pick them up anymore. So they have absolutely no natural predators. Yeah, they have no natural predators, so they're too big to even be grabbed by what would normally population control them. Well, yeah, but normally the hawks were able to pick them up before the radiation and all that. But the radiation caused them to not be able to pick them up with the, water being a problem for a while and things just dying off. And not being able to get even close to the zone. Well, if I recall, they discovered a mushroom that has evolved and that like nature already evolved a solution to the nuclear radiation problem. Which means realistically there is no downside to using nuclear energy, because the small amount of waste it does produce can be mitigated with the mushrooms. Because multiple years worth of waste equals like really not a lot, and then those mushrooms should theoretically be able to eat them. That's the point though, the mushroom eats the nuclear waste. Like, we already put the waste in containers, that way it doesn't affect humans. But if we put the mushrooms with this waste, then those mushrooms will eat the waste, and it's basically gone. That's a hell of a first chatter message. Just launch the nuclear waste into a distant star. You know what? Honestly, valid. It's a hilarious solution. We already have huge slingshots, the trebuchets. Exactly, I like the way you think. I mean, I was suggesting the biological way, but hell, that works too. Honestly, probably would... I was gonna say, probably wouldn't taste too great if you could even attempt to taste it. I imagine the radiation inside of those things is off the charts. But I mean, they do essentially turn nuclear waste into... Well, do mushrooms produce air? What do mushrooms produce? Yeah, that's a... What do mushrooms produce? Sorry, Google's being slow. Well, yes, I knew they produce spores. Oh, they literally only produce spores. That's... Huh. Fascinating. Yeah, that's weird. I guess there's a reason mushrooms are their own category. Honestly, I hope not. I mean, mushrooms are an interesting dilemma, because mushrooms are neither living nor dead. They feed off of dead things, and they... Because if you kill a mushroom, another mushroom will just pop up literally out of its corpse. You have to fully remove all traces of mushroom, or else you're just gonna have another mushroom pop out in its exact place. Well, yeah, that's essentially what happens with mushrooms, is they just... It's all one giant underground thing. Because, like, okay, I'm gonna use my garden as an example. My garden has ink caps in it, right? At least every single day I am picking ink caps out and throwing them out. But every day, the exact same amount come back because they're underground. But they know, and I know, I can't do anything to get rid of the mushrooms without killing my own plant. And the mushrooms will just keep coming back as long as the soil's nutrient. I mean, eventually, I'm not exactly planning on taking the plants with me. The pepper plants lived long enough and not produced any flowers or peppers. And the pineapple plants produced one pineapple, it's just a fancy shrub. They can be harmful to the plants if there's too many of them, because they'll absorb the nutrients in the water for themselves. It's usually actually a good thing when you have mushrooms, because essentially that means your garden is really well kept. Yeah, the difference is, though, a weed will show up whether you have good, bad, or whatever. A mushroom will only show up if your soil is nutrient-rich and, like, basically perfect for things coming to life. So mushrooms are a great sign in a garden. But they're a hassle you have to deal with for having such a good garden. And the best way I can describe ink caps is they have a thin white stem and like a tiny white dome that's a little bit clear. Yeah, viruses are an odd case. Because you're right, they're not exactly living, but they're also not exactly dead. like, a virus, it's a living thing, but its whole purpose is to make you not... that doesn't sound great, but... like, it's more of, I guess, nature's population control solution, if anything. Because obviously in nature nature tries to control the population and keep things as balanced as possible so the ecosystem doesn't fall apart and everything just dies. Oh, I upgraded level 7 fishing. Yeah, and that's where it comes into play that some viruses are parasitic, some viruses are symbiotic, have symbiotic relationships, and some are just neutral. I think one of the most fascinating ones to me Oh, hey, thank you for joining. Welcome, you're, part of the sinners now. But, yeah, I think the most fascinating virus I've heard of is that one where it makes rats and mice more bold, so they try and attack cats. Cats eat it, and it doesn't affect the cat. No, wait, it makes the cat nicer to humans, that's what it is. It makes the cat nicer to humans, and then when the human changes out the cat's litter box, if the parasite infects the human, it makes the human like cats more and want to get more cats. So the whole point of the parasite is this cycle that basically is like cat finds human, or no, rat finds cat, cat gets annoyed and eats rat, rat wants to find humans. Yes, that one can give you schizophrenia. That is a side effect. But it's not in everyone who gets it. I know the main thing I know is its main effect is it makes rats bold, cats sweet, and humans want to get even more cats. But as far as the schizophrenia, I do know it's partially linked to it. Which, I mean, it's basically a coin toss with a lot of these viruses. Oh, I got coffee beans. Nice. I can put one of those away. I mean, it's such a fascinating case when it comes to viruses and everything. It's like me. I'm a person who's asymptomatic when it comes to a lot of flus. So that just means I won't physically show any signs, but I'll get it. So like say the common cold, I'll get the cold, but I won't be running a fever, coughing, going crazy. At least not yet. Wait till old age gets me. But for now, I don't get anything. It is nice. The catch is asymptomatic people don't know they have anything and will spread it to other people. And a lot of the times they use asymptomatic people's blood to make the cures for a lot of viruses. Like, if I knew I was asymptomatic for COVID, basically, like, if I knew that I was asymptomatic for COVID back before it was, like, you know, massive, I would have gotten some money just simply for the fact of they would want my blood to develop a vaccine. Because they use people who are asymptomatic's blood to help develop cures. Well, not cures, but like, you know, the vaccines. And I could have made a pretty decent penny off of just vaccines. Like, just giving vials of my blood to try and help people. I mean, if they want the blood, they can have it. I'm not doing too much with it, besides, not giving it enough iron. Manchurian Candidate? Is that a movie or a show? Let me look it up. Well, I am seeing a movie, thriller war movie. Oh, that makes sense. Oh, that's neat. That's good to know, though. Okay, now I have an iridium fishing rod. And I can get the... Yeah, the Cold War made a lot of weird ideas. Lots of paranoia. I think my favorite thing that originates from, like, people being afraid and paranoid when it came to wars and stuff like that was countries always telling America, hey, we have this thing that's super dangerous and, like, could totally destroy America. And America's response was like, okay, we'll make the same thing, but 10 times deadlier. Oh, well, you learn something new every day. Like, I think it's called Paper Tiger, Like, Russia claimed it had a fighter jet, and it didn't. So, America's response was to make a better fighter jet than they claimed they had. And I think we still use that to this day. Hold on. Look, I had to get the Bonsley. Can you blame me? It's a Bonsley. Really? Why is that? Oh. You're more annoying than the legendary fish to catch. Buddy. Buddy. I can't even read the chat with this, Jesus Christ. It's the pre-evolution of Sudowoodo. Oh, it's a Pokemon. Come on. Stand still, you damn fish. My brain can't fucking function for that. Yeah, that's understandable. I wish. Hey, it's fine, trust me. It's culturally relevant, but it's not really something you gotta worry about. Like, you can be into it, you can be not into it, and it's still fine. Could you... I am going to get a spear and just chuck it as soon as I know that I have this fish at this point. Like, bro. Drain the ocean. Didn't SpongeBob have an episode about that? Yeah, I thought they did. Where I had the SpongeBob movie the game, and that was a time. I mean, I still have it, it's just put up. Nice. One of these days I really do have to get a capture card and a laptop or something that can handle OBS. Because while I do really like the PS4 stream overlay, because I can read the chat and all that without needing a second screen, I would gladly sacrifice and have a second screen so that I could record these older games. Yeah, I could always do that. No, you know what I need? I need these companies that are making like these retro systems that play the old games to just implement an online feature in them that lets you stream. I know they wouldn't, because then they would have to run servers. Then again, Retron, which is the one I got my stuff through, and most people get their stuff through, Retron has enough money, they could open a server just for streaming. But I'm sure they'd come into some form of legal trouble. Where Nintendo all of a sudden would say, "You're streaming our content, that's illegal, 'cause we said it is." Because it's always Nintendo. I don't honestly think Sony would care if a company emulated the PS1 and PS2. And I know Xbox wouldn't care. Hell, Xbox has the Game Pass where you can practically already for free. Yeah, I don't know what they're doing about the Bloodborne fan game that's coming. Or not fan game, but like fan make. Because they're getting pretty close to being completely done with that. that's completely done, watch them all of a sudden release the PC port. Yes! My work here is done. Crimson fish. Lives deep in the ocean, but likes to lay its eggs in the warm summer water. It is a legendary fish. One of the 4, like I said. Or 5. I guess there's 5. Yeah, no, that's the thing. It really wouldn't be hard to get it in 60 FPS. They just choose not to. And honestly, the game runs fine in the FPS it's in, but it really wouldn't hurt to be higher. Honestly, you and everyone else. Yeah, but you honestly, to make a remaster, you don't need the original code. A remake, yes, because a remake is, simply put, you're taking the original game's code and you're cranking everything as physically high as that code will go without changing anything, and if you do, it is very, very minor changes. Like Dark Souls, that's a remaster. That's why it doesn't look the best, and all they did was change, like, 2 things. I think added a bonfire and toned something down, if I remember. But why most of the problems are still present. The Silent Hill, it's a remake, I'm pretty sure. Because remakes, you have to make everything from the ground up. Which is why, like, yes, Spyro looks... Like, the Spyro that is a remake, it looks so great. Oh, you're talking the PS3 re-release. Yeah, that one... Yeah, that's a weird case. I don't know. I just want my obscure games remade. No, I know it won't ever happen, but you know, oh hey, fairy. Like things like Rule of Rose. That was a great horror game. It was like so psychologically messed up. Or Scalar. That is my all-time. Like, I know it's not great. I know it has flaws. Oh, Haunting Ground is pretty good too. But Rule of Rose is just, it's got a special place. And Scalar is like my favorite PS2 game. but I also fully understand if they don't remake something like Scalar, because it ain't exactly the best or most popular or the greatest story. It's just what I like. Because it was very creative. How it had multiple transformations that you could turn into and use that to change your traversing and platforming and everything. Like, it was a bold choice and it turned out really well. If I knew how to code, I'd remake it myself. But it is such a complex game, I don't even know where to begin. Yeah, Azura's Wrath would be a great cinematic game to remaster. Because that is one of those games. Oh yeah, Dino Crisis could be pretty cool. Or, was it Blue Viper or something like that? It was the Dreamcast one. Blue Stinger? It might have been Blue Stinger. I feel like Azura's Wrath being a cinematic game is what actually makes it easier to remaster. Because rather than having to actually program a lot of fighting and stuff and mechanics, you only have to program like the bare minimum for boss fights. Well, I guess it did have a few sections where you fought enemies, but it was No, it had sections where you fought enemies. Still, it's not a very hefty game. Though at the same point, with its style, I don't even know if it really needs a remaster, does it? I don't think it looks that old. I could be wrong. What do I know? I'm debating, should I go in the mines today? Because I did a lot with fish. But fish is my huge moneymaker. Yeah, so I guess for Azura's Wrath, a remaster would probably actually be the smartest play. Because I don't think it would benefit from a remake all that much. But like something that could tone the frames up to 60 and update all the textures to like as high as they could go. Exactly. And instead of making it DLC for the final chapters, just put it in the fucking game. 'Cause that was a stupid choice. They turned the final chapter into DLC. Yeah, I mean, because I grew up on the old games, it's not as bad to me. Like, I can adjust pretty fast. But I have understood what people are talking about. Now, I'm not gonna say it needs to be, you know, something beyond 60 and yet, because honestly, the difference I see between 60 and anything else is so minimal. It's like how when people, it's diminishing returns. Like how people compare the change, like, hell, even when I was growing up, from the PS2 to the PS3 was a massive jump. PS3 to PS4, massive jump. PS4 to PS5, not so massive a jump anymore. Actually, PS4 to PS5 wasn't even that massive a jump. And, like, modern PS5 games haven't updated anything. Same with PC games. Well, yeah. As far as shooters, I can understand the want for 120 if it's like a multiplayer game, because you want it as perfect as possible for a multiplayer game. But for like single players, 60's fine, because you're not really competing against anything but the AI. Oh, my fishing rod doesn't go that far, huh? Yeah, you're just in an unfortunate spot. Yeah, the rise of, like, all these games transitioning higher and higher, and then just stagnating. Because, like, the PS2 was amazing, and when we got to the PS3, we went, wow, this is as good as it gets. Or, like, we saw the original Xbox, and then when it went to 360, we were like, wow, this is as good as it gets. And then it went to 4 and Xbox One, and we went, oh, well, this is definitely the height. And then we kinda were right. Like, yeah, the 1S and the 1X and all that, and the PS5, they upgraded it slightly. But it's honestly just like lighting and texture, like water differences. It's not actually like really upgraded. Which is why I've always... Okay, I'm letting this one go. Yeah, I'm honestly someone I've always preferred stylized games. Just because a stylized game will never age in comparison to all these games, which either will stagnate and be like the height of perfection, or they'll just, they'll eventually be surpassed. There's no point. That's what was so hard to catch, a pufferfish. Yeah, no, I like stylized myself. Oh yeah, look at Wind Waker. Hell, I was extremely confused at Wind Waker HD, because it didn't really need that. But I appreciate the fact that we got it on more consoles.
Or, Borderlands is a decent example. Oh. Neat. Trains are kinda useless. They sometimes drop items. Yeah, Borderlands is one of those that's kinda stylized. Well, it's cel-shaded, which I guess is a stylized option. Well, yeah. Yeah, 2D Pokemon... Well, okay. In my opinion, 2D Pokemon games, the most stylized one was 5. But I will admit, Gens like 3 had the most personality when it came to the expressions on the Pokemon. 5 tried a little hard with the the pixel animation, which is great, but they tried so hard with the pixel animation they lost a bit of the soul. And yeah, some games, like, if you look at a Fallout character from, like, New Vegas, you can tell immediately, oh, that's New Vegas. Or if you see a Fallout 4 character, oh, immediately, that's Fallout 4. Like, they're recognizable instantly. Now, granted, Fallout 1 and 2, you can't really recognize, unless you know the characters, which one's from Fallout 1 and which one's from Fallout 2. But they also were highly stylized. Those are 2 games I wish would honestly get a 3D remake. Because they were great, but I feel like they could make even better 3D games. Really? Well, I guess that's fair. They are a lot... I won't say a lot more complex, but they are a bit more complex. Oh, crash and glitch-wise? Yeah, that makes sense. Now, after this, I do think I'm going to call it, but simply because I have, work earlier in the morning today. I work in, like, 10 hours I have to get up and get ready to go to work. But I will raid one of my friends who's celebrating her, 1-year streaming anniversary. She's a good friend. I made her, this.
Yeah, that's understandable. Normally I stream until like my 4 or 5 a.m. But, you know, things happen. Plus, I don't even have a Sunday off, I think. It's either Sunday or Monday. I forget which one. But one of them I don't even have off because I'm helping someone move. Exactly. I got that. I got the best fishing rod you can get in the game. Well, I think it can be upgraded, but still. Arctibax, isn't that the new pseudo-legendary? Look at my fish. I caught that. Okay, so yeah, it's the new pseudo-legendary, is what I'm hearing. And hey, we made considerably most of our money back. $69,000. Or 6,900, close enough. Yeah, I've noticed. It's like a light bluish gray, if I recall. But the person we're going to raid is called Cider Taco. She's a good friend. And like I said, she's celebrating her stream anniversary. So, figure might as well. Thank you for keeping me company on this shorter stream. And thank you again, Luenax? Oh, I'll figure.